All right, we're on the Bayliner 2018. We've got the motor running here, so just wanted to give you a show of what it looks like. We got the blower on. Let me turn the blower off. Sounds nice and smooth, quiet. Just wanted to show you all that. No drips or anything coming around. .5 liter, 200 horsepower. Okay, and then this cover, flip this up, and then latch this. I believe it goes this way. There you go. Latch that down, and that cover goes over, and that's how you close up the compartment. Now I can hardly hear the motor. It's very quiet. Okay, I'm going to set you down here and we'll give it a run real quick. Couple of things is this seat right here. It's great height behind the windshield, and then you've got the bolster too. So now I can sit up above the windshield height. Makes it for being able to see around the boat really good coming into the dock. And then on days that are like today, a little chillier, you can put this down, and then now I'm below the windshield, so we can move along real nicely. Okay, so let's go ahead. It looks like we got some frost in the, or some humidity inside of that trim switch, but we've got our voltage, we're charging there, almost a full tank, no speed. RPMs right there, temperature right here, so we're sitting there right in the sweet spot, and then oil pressure there. So we've got that. Our anchor light, which is up on the bow, running light to the stern, horn there, and then our accessory switch for any electronics or anything like that. Blower, we heard that come on, and you can hear the bilge pump come on, but there's not enough water. And then we've got some tunes right here. Yeah, we got the boat running. We're at 4,000 RPMs, doing about 35 miles an hour. Gotta go ahead and turn. Oh man, this drive is so nice. You know, I'm used to fishing boats all the time, but once in a while when I get into a nice wake or ski boat, wake boat, runabout, I guess, bow rider. Oh man, power steering on this. It's quiet, plenty of power. Does really well. We're gonna go through our wake up here. So nice and soft. Great ride. Perfect control. Look at the hands off the wheel. Just let the thing go its own way. Okay, let's go ahead and open it up right now. Bring up the RPMs to 5,000. We're going 45. There's 45 miles an hour there. Got a little more. Almost 6,000 RPMs. That's all the way down there. Full throttle, 50 miles an hour. Trim up a little bit. There we go, 5,500 RPMs. And then pulling down. It moves out 50 miles an hour. That's a good run right there. That's a good sized boat too. I mean, look around here. There's lots of room in here. It's also a 8-person capacity. So it's a good sized crew. I mean, this is a nice sized boat here. And it runs out great. All right, here we have a 2018 Bayliner VR5. This boat's clean. It's only got 42 hours on it. It's like almost new. But I'll show you around it a little bit. Pretty straightforward boat. It does have a nice welded on swing away tongue. This is a galvanized trailer here. And the swing away, you know, saves you a good 36 inches there. Has brakes on the trailer here, with the UFP connector coupler here, slides back and forth for the surge brakes, and coil cables here, and then a 5 in a row. There's adapters here. We carry them at the shop, so you can just plug this right in to the adapter if you have this one. Otherwise, it's the 5, which is not as common. Oh, a lot of boat trailers have it with the surge brakes. That extra lead just locks out the brakes. Nice winch on here, solid setup. I was able to winch the boat right on. We already had the boat out in the video previously, so we had that out, so everything went good there. Also, this has a nice jack on here. So these knot jacks here are galvanized and heavy duty. This is definitely an upgrade to most Fulton jacks that we'll have on most boats. So this, and it has a big wheel, so if you need to nudge it when you're putting it onto the truck, if you need to nudge it a direction, well, this wheel will follow it and not fight against you like the small wheels will on those. So that's the horn right there on the boat. A nav light up front here. Look how wide this bow is. This bow is just open. There's a ton of space up here in the bow with that. It's kind of like a deck boat almost, like a deck boat where it's wide like that. Big entry on the bow. No nicks or scratches on the whole bottom of the boat. We've got a little bit of dock where this came in contact with the dock here a few places. We haven't tried to buff those out at this point, but for the most part, those should clean up pretty good. But we've got a little bit of that going on. But down the rest of the boat is perfect. There's no scratches or nicks or anything through the rest of the boat. This has the easy lube, so you can put it in here and it shoots grease back into the back, so you don't have to take your brakes or your trailer and have it maintained and have them repack the bearings all the time. You can shoot grease right into the end of here, and it pushes it from the back and pushes the excess out the front. This is a 5,000 pound axle. So one thing is when you look at the pictures of this boat, you're gonna be like, that's not a real big boat. I mean, it's got a single axle trailer and doesn't look that big, but when you get next to it, look, I'm 6'1". This is a good sized boat. This is a big boat. So it's a little bit misleading by seeing the single axle, but that is a 5,000 pound axle with heavy tires on it too. And this is galvanized trailer with aluminum brackets on it too. So it's all galvanized and aluminum. And so what that's gonna do is that's gonna lead to a long time life on this trailer. So this trailer will live a long run. You won't have to replace it early or anything along those lines, like a lot of steel trailers that are gonna be under this boat. So that's a really nice upgrade on the galvanized trailer. Swim platform, good size swim platform to hang out on. Once the tribe's down and stuff, you're not going to have to worry about your swimmers getting into the prop or hitting the prop when they jump off, because the swim step brings it plenty far out, and it's built for the boat, so it really fits the lines of the boat and whatnot. So we have a hook right here to hook on for towing, for platos, tubes, and stuff like that. Big ladder entry on here. This is a 4-rung ladder. It goes all the way down to the ground, so getting up into this boat's no problem when it's on the trailer or when you're in the water. For swimming and stuff, you'll be able to climb out of this no problem. If you have somebody that's big and can't get themselves up as easy, it will be really easy in the water to get out of this boat. Go up there and there. LED lights on the trailer to be expected. And here's our fuel vent here, fuel fill, and this is a big deal. We'll talk about that in a second when we get inside the boat, but just take note of that. And we have cleats around the boat for hanging your fenders. We'll go up inside and show you around up in there. Couple of cool features. We have a walk through here with storage underneath here. And then look at this. Nice easy access into the boat. A walkway all the way in. And look at all the dirt I just got in. Walkway all the way into the boat. And then the seating is wrap around here in the back. The storage under here. More storage under there. You got like an ice chest cooler there. And I'm sure you got some storage under these seats too. Yep, there's your life jacket storage in there. And then the helm seat is really nice because it'll actually slide forward and backwards and lock in that, and then it has the bolster too. So if I want to run this boat standing up, check this out. So I'm standing straight up comfortably. I can run this boat standing up. So that's a big deal when you want to be able to move around the boat. You're coming in to dock the boat. You're going solo. You need to be able to get up to the front really quick. Flip open the windshield. You can step in here. I'll actually drop this. It has a tilt wheel right here. So I can run that and then I can run up to the bow really quick to grab the boat, to hook it on the trailer. That is a really good feature that a lot of people aren't going to understand that or realize it until you use it, how nice that is. Plus, you know, if you're running along, you can drive up high. I can see around the boat really good. And then when we want to get there, get down and go fast, we can huddle down behind the windshield and get the wind blocked there. And so look at that. We got a nice Jensen little stereo, Bluetooth on it. We've got our basic stuff, horn, lights, running lights there. I kind of showed those in the video on the boat and stuff, and all of our gauges are working good. We have an input here for a USB or a RC jack for the stereo, so you can add your tunes that way manually if you don't do the Bluetooth, and then a 12-volt plug up here, and a nice little stowage area in the front. Oh, your drink holder there. Pretty nice setup. Great looking helm. It's kind of sporty looking. Got the tilt on the wheel. That's nice. Shifter right here, integrated. Little stash your gear back down here. We got in-floor storage too, and this is huge for in-floor storage. So you got a lot of room. There's like enough room in there for a couple wakeboards, whatnot. And then got a glove box here for your other stuff. Full of water right now. And then we got another cup holder here. We've got the flip-flop seat, which basically what it'll do is, when this lifts up, it locks in place. Now we got a second helm seat. And then when we want to make room, you can go to the middle one. Now you have a lounger. And then, if you need to go camping, you got a full layout bed. That is a really cool seat, built right into the boat, right there. Oh, I was going to show you outside. So, if you see, we've got these holes in the side of the boat. Those are drains. This is a wet deck. You can hose this thing down like we're gonna need to because it's so dirty. We'll hose it all down while all the junk runs out of the boat. We don't have to worry about trying to get it out of the bilge once it runs into the bilge. Those go right to the exterior of the boat. Really high freeboard in this boat, so it's super safe. I'll show you how tall it is. I'm standing against the side here. It comes all the way up to here on me. So like I said, I'm 6'1", so you feel really safe in this boat. With this size of boat, this is a 20-foot boat. You feel really safe in it. You don't feel like, you know, some kid's gonna go flying out for no reason. You've got nice seating area in there, and then also in the bow, there's quite a bit of seating and storage up in the front. I also have a nice storage compartment here. On the side, tons of room, tons of gear can go in there. It's this entire console area. A lot of room there. And then we got stowage under the seats. So straightforward. I'll give you a quick little view of what's that for? Don't understand that. It locks in place, and that locks in there. That locks in there. And this comes up out of the way. And once this is out of the way, you can turn this lock here. And then the whole engine cover gives you access there. More storage back there. And easy access for serviceability. This motor is much more serviceable in this model. The older Bayliners, the 2005s to the 2010s, oh my goodness, they were not this easy to get to. This thing is so open and accessible in comparison to those other ones. That panel comes out, you can basically climb down inside that area right there to service it for that. And oh man, looking at this, I'll show you one really cool feature on this is you turn this, unscrew this, hear that? I am winterizing the boat right now. That is the fresh water running out of the motor. So if then I need to get the water out of the motor to drain it, I can drain the entire block with that valve and then close it manually myself. That's a big thing that they did on the new MerCruisers. I love it. Like seriously, if you're using this late into the year and you're just worried, you don't want to go through the full winterization and do all the maintenance and stuff there, open that up, leave it open, all the water runs out of the risers, out of the block, all of it runs out, so you don't have freeze issues. Even if you're transporting it, say you're going to go an early run to the desert lakes or something and it's cold where you're at, but it's going to be warm there, you can drain it that fast. You don't have to be concerned with that. That drains all of it there. I'll just leave that open, and access to all the stuff, the batteries, everything like that. Super easy with this setup. Big handle to grab here, and then